tip on a cue here. I've already removed the previous tip and taken the rapid sander and flushed the end. So now, just pick out the tip. Take it, and this particular tip has a side that you use, and that's this side. Just scuff it up a little bit. Make sure you get a good bond. And there are a couple different kinds of adhesive. Whatever your favorite gel is. You put a drop in the middle. You center your tip and apply pressure for 30 seconds. And we'll be back. And we're back. We waited 5 minutes after we applied the pressure for 30 seconds. And I got a little tool that will help make that flush to the sides. Just put it in, turn the cue, and the excess leather is shaved away. Like that. And you can see that's a lot better. Give it a quick run with this one. There are all kinds of those little tools used for shaping and what have you. And that's just a little dirty, it'll clean up. And then we'll shape it.
So what's the difference between these two? I saw that a lot of the excess came off.
This one does the same thing. It's just a different manufacturer.
Okay.
Cost like any other.
Like everything else?
Yes. And as you can see, we're getting rounder on the end. Not quite there. And I cut a lot of the excess off, but it's still not perfect, so I'm going to take this tool here and you ride it along the inside edge like that, and you turn the cue as you do it. And as you can see, you end up with a nicely shaped tip. Got a little bit of a layer issue going on there.
What kind of tip is that?
This is a Tiger Emerald.
Oh, a Tiger Emerald, okay.
Yes, they're available here. They're a medium hard tip. They're a good overall tip. Cool. Now I just need to clean it up a little. I'll be right back. Alright, now we're going to clean this up a little bit. Use my portable lathe. still have a little bit of glue that was excess glue. Sometimes I do this on the lathe because it's easier and faster, but it can be done by hand.
Most people don't have a lathe at home, so this would be a good substitute.
Absolutely. And I've graduated up to a finer sandpaper. I've still got that little speck that I want to get rid of.
So Nelson, I would say the biggest complaint that I get from people who have done retips at home is that they pop off pretty soon after putting the tip on, like maybe within a day.
I would say that most of the time it's because it wasn't prepared well enough before they actually applied the tip.
So that beginning process of sanding the back of that tip down.
Sanding the back of the tip, making sure that the ferrule, that the tip's been completely removed and that the base is flush. And there's great tools that are available to do that. I think you have a kit here that has one included.
That's right. We do have a tip kit at Kenny Billiard Sales that has all the supplies that you need to do your own retip.
And right here we have different grades of polishing paper that'll make this sucker look like new.
So this is kind of the advanced step. This isn't really included in our tip kit, but this is something
This is my little process.
Yeah, this is what Nelson does here, and it really adds the finishing touch to a cue.
Kind of get that's after the 15 micron 600 grit. And then a final little trick that people will use is a saliva. They'll wet their finger and run it along the tip. And they'll take a cloth. I'm going to use the back side of this and run it to get it warm and to burnish the tip. And it usually makes it nice and shiny. Use this one.
And just an overview while Nelson is finishing the finishing touches on that. Some of the items that you're going to need, he uses Gorilla Glue, which you can get at your local hardware store,
Walmart.
Or Walmart. There's actual tip glue that you can use, like a Tweeton's 10-minute cement. He's got his tips here. These can be found at your local billiard store, as well as tip tools such as the shaper here. And then he's got the, okay, tell me what it's called again.
I think it's called the Great Tip Tool. I can't remember it.
The Great Tip Tool.
It's got a really generic name.
So you can probably find it online with that search. And then you've got your sandpaper, which is what grit?
It is saying, well, I've got ranging from 220 to 8,000. So.
Okay. And then the finishing touches here with these cloths.
And then there is an emerald, tiger emerald tip installed.
All right. Thank you very much, Nelson.
Yeah.
So this is just kind of a shortened version of what you can do at home. And if you end up not wanting to do that, or it doesn't work out and that tip pops off, you can bring it into your local billiard store. Retips at Kenny Billiard Sales are $12 for the labor, plus the cost of the tip, which they start at $1.25 and go up to about $30 for the Kamui tips.
They get expensive in those multi-layer tips. And I think that's going to be the topic of another short video.
Sounds good.